Hey, what's up? Welcome to Creative Emotions. I am your host, Vaquita Taylor, and I just want to welcome you guys to my show. Thank you so much for the love, the supports, the inboxes, the conversations afterwards, just letting me know that these messages are being heard. You guys are tuning in, so I appreciate that. You know, you do not despise a small thing. You don't despise a small thing. But ain't nothing small about this, because guess what? On this show, you're going to get motivation, encouragement. You're going to get these good vibes. You'll get some good energy, some information, and some dynamic guests. I just thank God for the people, God has allowed me to come across. So, when you see different people on the show, just know a lot of times it is totally led. It is totally like, this is what I need to do. This is who it is. And it's just come into alignment. So just know that everything that's going to come across your ears is already in play. There are sponsorship opportunities if you want your business on this platform. You can reach out to me. My name is Vaquita Taylor on all social media platforms, Q Rising on Instagram. Go on over and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just look up Vaquita Taylor. If you want to donate to this podcast, to this platform, you can do that. Cash App, $ Q Rising, capital Q Rising. You know, my heart is for the people. Listen, my heart is for the people. I would not be able to do what it is I do if it wasn't an innate urgency in me to bring the different things that I do bring. So today, we're going to be talking about chivalry. I want to know, is it dead? You guys can call in to the studio. This is a live show. You can call in at 313-855-5737. Again, if you want to take advantage of these sponsorship opportunities, you can email me at creativeemotions3@gmail.com. You can also go on over to my website at www.thecreativeemotions.com. You can reach out with your request there as well. Again, we're talking about, is chivalry dead? Is chivalry dead? We are in a totally different dispensation when it comes to men and women, when it comes to the different things that we do for each other. It's just a totally different thing. So according to Britannica.com, chivalry, and I'm going to talk about its original intent because, we got to get down to the bottom of things to be able to cut it on up and really talk about the meat of it. So chivalry, the origin, the knightly class of feudal times. The primary sense of the term in Europe in the Middle Ages is knights, or fully armed and mounted fighting men. Thence the term came to mean the gallantry and honor expected of knights. Later, the word came to use in a general sense of courtesy. So if you didn't know, now you know. That's where chivalry come from. But now chivalry is known to others as opening doors and pulling out chairs, being a gentleman to a woman, but it's much bigger. As you can see, it's always good to find out the origin of a thing. Even when when it's coming to people, find out where it come from first. Because a lot of people wouldn't, the words, just think about all the words that we say. Like, did you look it up? Look at the origin? Now I'm very conscious of it. Like, before I say anything, even if it pop in my head, you know what we do. We Google. Thank you, Google. I Google it. I ain't no shame in my game. If I don't know a word and know to use it correctly, I am literally about to look it up. And so a lot of times words come to me, but I stop and look it up so I'm not using it the wrong way. So, that's a little self-accountability for myself, but you can use it too. You can do it too. So, like I said, that's the origin of it. But like I said, where is that? Modern day society is in a dispute over chivalry. I spoke to you about the origin of the word, a sort of knight's honor in those times. Now it was looked at as male behaviors from courtesy to overprotectiveness. While some women believe it to be demeaning women because he's assisting in something she feels she can do herself. Some see it as necessary and desirable. I am the sum. Yeah. I believe it is necessary and desirable for a man to really, do what he's going to do as far as his character, as far as what's already in him being chivalrous, if you will. I believe it's needed. I believe that, that's just my personal opinion. So chivalry is to protect the most vulnerable. A lot of times it's women and children. It's not just women. Like men, you are in place to show us how to be treated from generation to generation to generation. You guys have a huge responsibility on your back. I know you feel the weight of the world, but I'm here to tell you, women are here for you, in place to give you that love and that motivation. But some things should be kept in its place. And I feel like chivalry, as we know it now today, should be done by all men to all women. That's my opinion. But you may have a different opinion. You can call in at 313-855-5737. You can call in, and I'm going to share this. So, courtesy is the showing of politeness in one's attitude and behavior toward others. Nowadays, since the climate change with equality, some guys have forgotten how to treat women, confusing it with the way that they treat their guys. And I'm going to just be honest, this whole bro language that, come out during conversation. I mean, it may not even be anybody you're talking to, but I feel like when you're talking to a woman, I just feel like it's a certain queef that you should have. You should be like, let me not call her my bro because I don't want her to act like my bro. Maybe. I don't know. Am I tripping, Joe? I mean, this bro word. Everybody, the young kids, everybody. I even find myself to my bruh. Like what? No, I rebuke that. Okay, take it away. No, seriously. Sometimes you guys treat women like, oh, they cool, but it should be a difference. Like people want us to, separate certain things, but it needs to be a conscious thing from everybody to separate these certain things. Like I'm saying, courtesy is just a common courtesy. And a lot of people are not taught that. And I understand what's common, what's courtesy is not always common, but I'm just encouraging you, even if you are the one that's like, I ain't doing all that. Or if you're the one that's saying, I don't need him to do all that. There is a difference, and you should, in my opinion, embrace those differences. We're different for a reason. So these are still some of the wants. Women still want to be treated with class and dignity. Again, I am women. I speak for a multitude of them. We still want to be treated with class and dignity. Don't let these TV shows and these music videos and IG models fool you. Like, there are women that still are looking and desiring to be treated with class and dignity. If we don't stop people in their tracks, right? Because you can tell people and show people how to treat you. If we don't stop people in their tracks and say, hold on, don't talk to me like that. We shouldn't be looked at like, oh, you just too much or you bougie or this and that. People have to show you how to treat them. So if I'm not that type, if a woman is not that type and she like, hold on, wait, don't calm down, or she's not changing you. She's just putting up, her boundaries, if you will. But there is women that still love to be treated with class and dignity. So just keep that in mind when you come across women. Okay. Hey, LaRon, thank you so much. Thank you, Don, for watching. Hey, Frederick. Hi, Maya. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for watching. We are talking about chivalry. Is it dead? You can call in at 313-855-5737. I want to know how you feel about this. You know, a lot of people been tripping about chivalry. And, you know, I'm waiting for them guys, different guys that I've been talking to about this, to call in. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, okay? I'm going to start tagging people in a minute. But, you know, I have these conversations with people just to see how they feel, you know, and some people like, oh, it's only for some people. I want to know how that look. How does that look? Chivalry just being for some people. And that just takes, that proves the point that we're getting further and further away. Okay, we got a call. Hi, welcome to Creative Emotions. This Q speaking. Who am I speaking with?
Let me see. It's Chef Wilson.
Okay. All right,
you know,
Chef.
I cannot just say how you feeling today.
I am doing awesome and amazing, sir. How are you?
You know what? I'm amazing. And then I was awesome this morning. This evening. I'm amazing.
Okay. So how do you feel about chivalry? Is it dead?
No, it isn't. And I'm glad that you Googled the word because I had never, you know, I didn't Google the word. I just know what I was told by my mom coming up and my dad. So maybe that is Western cultures.
Yeah.
The beginning of, you know, opening doors. Things like you never let a lady walk towards the curve.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that was my outlook on it. What I have noticed over the years is some women accept it and some women will not, and I believe they look at it as a sign of weakness on their behalf. And I'm not sure what happened over the years where women wanted to be so strong.
Mm-hmm.
And
definitely been transitioning.
Okay. Yes, we've been that part right there. So me personally, I think it's still alive. I think we just don't see it often enough. I just heard you say something about the bro word. And, you know, I agree with that totally. That's, yeah, I'm not calling any of the ladies in my circle, my women that work with me, my sisters. You know, I'm not broing them. You know, I am not broing
Give him a round of applause.
You know.
He get one.
No, I think you guys' feminine energy is much needed. It's a balance everywhere. So if I'm out and about, and you spoke of opening doors, and it's as much for me as it for the lady, because it allows me to go on to do more things. And like I said, it's necessary for every woman, not just a woman that you may be romantically involved with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I believe it's setting standards.
Are you keeping chivalry alive?
I'm keeping it alive. You know what I'm saying?
That's the question tonight. Is it dead? And are you keeping it alive?
It's not dead.
If it ain't,
it's very much alive.
Mm-hmm.
It's alive in my life. You know, you have situations in your life that would challenge it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if it's just part of you, it's not going anywhere. It's just totally not going anywhere.
Right. If it's a part of your character.
If it's a part of your character.
I agree.
If it's a part of your character. It's not a conversation. It's just something that you do automatically. And since you're doing it automatically, it should be received automatically. I think some women, they're afraid to receive it because thinking that it may go away and they may end up liking that feeling. And so I don't think they allow it because I believe at a certain point they feel like, I'm going to get used to this and it's going to go away. So just let me say, no, I got that myself. I can do that myself. Because maybe they have been disappointed in the past,
Right.
and it disappeared.
So
I mean, what do we do about that?
So do you? So that's gonna be later on in the discussion. We're definitely gonna talk about that. But you said something. I didn't want to cut you off. You were saying
No, it's okay.
No, you're good. You were saying that it's given freely, so it should be received freely. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess that's where the question come in for women. Why don't they allow the chivalrous behavior that comes to them? That's a question that needs to be asked, because everybody's not the same when it comes to that. I say when you say freely receive it, if you don't know how to receive it, then that's a dead situation right there. And so I guess it's up for the men to gauge, how your woman, how she reacts to your initial chivalrous behavior. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just taken different. That's how I feel.
I agree with you. And
as far as being received.
I agree. So I think on a woman's side, a lady's side, it's a certain amount of vulnerability that you have to receive it also.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that
that's a dangerous place.
To be vulnerable. Yes, it is.
It's a dangerous place, but it's a needed place. It's a dangerous place, but it's a needed place. So I understand it in which way. So yeah, that's a whole. We got to save that. We got to save that one right there, Chef, for the relationship series. I thank you so much for your call. Yes, I thank you. I thank you for your opinion as well.
And just to go back on it, it's not dead.
Thank you.
I was out the other day, and I think I told you, I opened the door for a woman that was much older than myself, and she was so happy. She was like, "Thank you, baby." And, that made me feel good. But at the same time, it was some guys in the restaurant who watched me open the door. Now, hopefully, maybe later on that afternoon, it promotes them to maybe go open up a door for a lady that hands were full of items or whatever. So it's not dead. It's not dead. We just don't see it often enough.
Amen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Maya says women also need to relax and let men be chivalrous. I know that's what you meant. Even opening the doors or pulling the chair out. Yeah, that comes to my next point. Yeah. My next point is naming some chivalrous acts. So, again, thank you so much for your call. You guys can call in 313-855-5737. If you have a question, a comment, you want to comment on something that I said, you guys can call in. This is a live show. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you share this with your people. Is chivalry dead? That is the question. Is it? Is it? Is it, Joe?
No, it's not.
No?
It's not.
Keep hope alive. We're going to keep that hope alive. Listen. So, opening the door. This can be common courtesy for any and everybody. Retrieving dropped items. So, that happened to me before, where I was somebody, and it's an immediate for women, for mothers. It's immediate for us to just, reach down and get it. But these are just for the men who are in this space, right? Don't go home tomorrow. This is what you need to do, because you definitely got to be on the same page, and it definitely have to be something that he wants to do. So I'm just naming some of the chivalrous acts. Opening the door, retrieving dropped items. We don't need to be bending all over, because my bend over game needs some work. When it comes to bending down, picking up things that you drop out of your hand, let me make this clear, okay? Let me make this clear. I'm talking about when you drop things, bending down and picking them up. That's what I mean. And you got to use your knees. So, yeah, I'm going to keep that right there. Walk on the outside of the sidewalk. These are some of the chivalrous acts. Give up your seat. I do not see that anymore. I have not seen men giving up their seat a lot of times. I mean, they just be sitting there just as comfortable and chilling. Like, are you... Like, you see her feet over here burning. She over here looking like Bambi, heels bent in, and you sitting there like, whoa, so what? Like, can you give a sister a seat? Do they do that anymore? I'm just saying. Get out the car when you arrive. You know, if you're going on a date, who's sitting out in the car beeping the horn? That's so disrespectful. You better not go and beep that horn in front of nobody's house. Get out the car. We talking about, is chivalry dead? What to know? 313-855-5737. You guys can call in. We're talking about this thing, however you feel about it. I had somebody tell me chivalry is only for some people. I'm waiting for that person to call in. I know you watching. Don't be scared. We talking about chivalry. Is it dead? So put her coat on. Do men do this anymore? Is this just back in the day? I mean, you see there watching her struggle. She got stuff hanging and jingling, and you know, we do all this stuff. We made up. Just help out a little bit. If you see her struggling, because she got the little loop sleeves, she trying to help her put her coat on. We talking about chivalrous acts. Do you help her put her coat on? Do people do this anymore? Make sure she get home safely. Just, you know, you good? I mean, anything. I'm just saying. Do we do this anymore? Is chivalry dead? Or is it very much alive? I want to hear from the fellas. 313-855-5737. I want to hear from the ladies. Do you allow a man to be chivalrous? Do you let him? Lou is trying to call in. I don't know. Better tell him to call 313-855-5737. The phone is working. So walk her to her door. We're talking about chivalry. Do you walk her to her door? Or you be like, all right, talk to you later. And if this woman is not like that, do you still be yourself? Do you still do all of that? Or you just like, oh, she don't want it, so I'm not doing it. Shame on you if you're doing that. Show these women. If they don't know, show them. Each one reach one. Jeez. Each one teach one. Teach me, okay? I'm just saying. We don't know. Just like you don't know. If you don't know, I'm going to tell you. Especially if you ask. If you ask, then you might as well sit down, get a pen and a paper, honey, because you going to leave. You ain't going to be the same when you get up. I'm just saying. But are these reasonable? That's what I want to know. Is this for every woman? Do every woman get this? Oh, let me open that door for you. Oh, let me grab that. I mean, I know you can't go all in. You can't be going to put on somebody's coat and all that because you don't want to offend anybody that you with. But opening doors, just being polite or giving your seat to a stranger, like, that's being courteous. Now, I just feel like everybody just in their own little world. Like, it ain't my business. It ain't me. We don't, people not caring about each other, like they used to back in the day. It's like a lot of things coming back around when it comes to styles and, different things going on. Some of the things we need to bring back is that community that we used to be, that cared about each other, cared about the children, even though they wasn't their own, and cared about their neighbors. Like, bring that back. They bringing back bell bottoms and platform shoes. I'm sick of it. Bring back that love that we used to have for each other. Shoot. Just open the door. You ain't got to be sleeping with it open the door. That's all I'm saying. That sounds like a little frustration. I don't have that issue as much. I don't. Now, I will stand there. Not like that. Not like, oh, Jeffrey, come open the door. But I allow men to be men. I don't care where we at. We is at work, and the guy was opening the door for me, and so, you walk through a door, and then you kind of hold it like you got it, like, oh, thank you. He like, why you touch the door? I was like, oh, excuse me, sorry. He was like, I opened it for a reason. Wow. Well, I took that in heed. Now I don't touch the door when they open it. I just walk through. I don't have to. A lot of women don't even know what to expect or how to be treated. Oh, wow. Oh, you went deep, Maya. They don't know how. They don't know what to expect or how to be treated. Teach our daughters. Yes. Okay. Maya said, teach your daughters. Pull their chair out. Open their door. Put their coat on. Then that's something they'll expect. If we would raise this generation, a little differently in those areas, those are things that need to stay in generation to generation to generation. A lot of this stuff, we got to cast down and throw down to the pits of hell and go crazy about. But something like this, we need to keep that going so it does not die down. Mothers, teach your sons. Fathers, teach your sons, vice versa. Teach your sons how to do it. Teach your daughters how to receive it. And how to be pleasant. And not entitled. Nasty. Because there is a difference. So I teach my son, when women in the car, you get out and you pump the gas. So he already know. He already know which kind I get too. Be like, you know better. But I'm just saying, like, I teach him that. Opening the doors, he run to the door in front of me. Thank you. And then try to close it on his sisters. Then I have to pop him in the head, like, stop playing. This is for everybody. So that goes back to my question. He only 14 years old, picking and choosing who you want to open the door for. Don't do that. If you grown, don't do that. So teach them. Teach them. Do you as a woman allow men to do this? That goes back to, Mr. Wilson that called in. Women don't allow it. They say, oh, I got it. Oh, no, I'm good. I was that all day. Like, oh, let me get this, let me get that. Until I went to the market one day. And I think I had a little extra pep in my step. I was, I don't know. I just felt glorious like I do every day, but I don't know. Maybe I had my head up a little bit more. But these men was running to grab my water to put it in my basket. And I was in a place where I start noticing when I don't allow people to do things, I'm like, oh, I got it. Oh, I'm straight. Oh, I'm good. I released that. I released that whole strong woman mentality. We cannot get what we need with having that type of energy. So in releasing that, you will receive what you really want and what you're looking for. And so in that, I'm walking through the grocery store. I stop in front of the water. I didn't even, and I wasn't all, they said they trying to call, answer. But I wasn't all together. Let me make sure people got the right number. It's 855-5737, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey, we got a caller. Hey, welcome to the show. Who am I speaking with?
I was that.
This is Rod.
All day.
Turn your TV down.
I think I had
Turn my TV down. That's you talking on my phone. This is Rod.
Oh, hey, Ryan. Yeah, I can hear the feedback.
No, Rod. R-O-D.
Rod?
Rod.
Oh, okay. Hi, Rod. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome and amazing. Thank you so much for calling in. So today I'm asking the question, is chivalry dead? Can you answer that?
Yeah, absolutely not. You want me to answer that?
Yes, please.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But it's not for everyone.
Wow. Why are you clapping to that? So why do you feel like it's not for everyone?
It's not for everyone, right? A lot of people don't appreciate that, right? I'm a gentleman all day long, right? But that's not for everyone, right? Everybody's not entitled to that, to that experience because they don't appreciate it. And listen, I was raised the right way. Hold doors for women, open car doors for women, whatever else it may be. But as far as holding your hand on your hips and expecting that's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Right.
Okay.
This day and age got to for that, and it's not for everyone. That's for sure.
Okay, so have you ever seen a woman not receive that and like encourage her in that, or you just turn your nose up like, okay, whatever?
No, I don't. I'm not gonna turn my nose up, right? But for a woman to expect that from everyone, right, in this day and age, no, that's not. And it's not that chivalry is not dead. I'm saying no. I'm gonna say no to that. The question you're asking, right? Chivalry is not dead, but I want to be very clear. It's not for everyone. Not for everyone.
So when you say everyone, if it's a crackhead walking behind you and it's a woman, is she not deserving of you opening the door or showing or being courteous? Because that's basically what it is.
I'm gonna open the door for my queen every day of the week, right? But on the same token, when you expect that, as far as with the attitude that's what everybody's supposed to do based off whatever. I'm not sure if I'm coming across the proper way, right?
Because I can say that I expect that.
You talk about that credit. So, well, you might be the one that I blow the horn and just say you better get in and let's go. I'll see you on the block.
Oh my! Don't beep no horn at me, honey.
I'm just saying, right? It's
why shouldn't you?
everyone,
Why
right?
shouldn't a woman have standards like to expect that from a man? So if you teach your daughter,
my daughter is to expect that, right? But it from a man. But on the same token, if she ain't getting that from the guy, right? She gonna keep it moving, right? If the guy wasn't raised right, whatever. But to expect that and just to have, and I'll give a prime example, right? My place of employment, man, I had this lady see me pull in the parking lot, and it takes me about 10 minutes to walk to the parking lot after I park my truck, whatever. I walk across the lot, and she waiting at the door, like she waiting at the door, like I was supposed to open the door for her when I got in. When I walked all the way across the parking lot, she's still there waiting.
Wow. Maybe she just wanted to
know
talk
what I
to you.
did?
What you do?
If she wanted to talk to me, she should have said that. What I did is slid the door open enough for me to get in, and I kept it moving. I kept walking.
Wow, Rod. Don't get him no hand clap for that foolishness.
Right?
Really?
That's what I mean about expecting.
That
right?
was way
At that
too
point,
much energy. I think she just wanted to talk to you, bro. Like, no.
Yeah.
She just want.
That's what your mouth is for. That's what your mouth is for. That's what you say. Say what you mean what you say.
Wow. Listen, I thank you so much. I am not here to change your opinion or anything. This is not that. This is just healthy discussion. This is what you get on this show. Real grown-up, healthy discussion. We are not fighting about it. Yes.
Can I say one more thing? Listen.
Yes.
Right, there's going to be a whole lot of women passing up a good man if they don't think if they think she's dead, and because I'm not holding the door for her, and because I'm saying it's not for everyone, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's the most respectful way I can say it, as far as an example, as far as I gave you. But trust me, chivalry is not dead. But right, I want everybody to think, and maybe your next show will be about what do they mean about it's not dead and it's not for everyone, right?
Okay.
Maybe that's what your next show. Get more in depth about that, and we can talk about it.
I think we talked about it. I thank you so much for calling. I am going to talk about that though. Just women if they judge a man based off of if he doesn't, do these certain things. So I get what you're saying as far as that. And thank you for that. Like, coming from a man's perspective, he was saying that women will miss out if they look at a man like, oh, he didn't open my door, so he not the one, or, just be so critical on those things. So thank you so much for your comment.
Okay, I will see you.
Okay. Wow. Thank you, Rod. 313-855-5737. You guys can call in. We are talking about chivalry. Is it dead? Is it dead? He said, he gonna beep the horn outside? Bruh, my mom used to say, we can't even come and beep the horn, let alone somebody else come and beep the horn outside her house. I'm the same way. I don't even hear horns beep. The only people beep horns outside the neighborhood is cabs. I'm just saying, or transportation service, but other than that, do not. So it's putting on her coat. Is that stretching it? You think that's unreasonable? No. I mean, you married, so, I hope you're doing that for your wife, putting her, catering to your woman. Because there is a way that you can cater to the woman. That's one of them. And it is a way she can cater to you, too. So look at it that way. That's my opinion. So although the origin comes from the Middle Age, it was resolved that chivalry was more focused on courtly love and protecting women. Over time, it has been romanticized. So do you have these as standards determining if he's a real man, like I just stated? Is this chivalrous behavior offered to everybody? Clearly, Rod said no. So it's amazing how we all can be, in the same space, but think different. We all think different. That's what make the world go round. LaRon say, and our sons. I know that's right. So, in my honest opinion, yes, we can always find behaviors and traits that both genders can portray. But being honest, I want to see the differences between men and women. I know that's... So if I can make the proper analogy, that's just like Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matters, and all lives matter. We're not talking about all lives. We're talking about Black lives, right? I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about chivalry, which is expected to come from men. So yes, women can do these same things. Everybody can do the same thing. But I really want to see the differences between women and men. We both bring something different to the table. Why we got to be alike? I don't need to make as much money as you. I don't need to do the hard jobs like you do. I don't need to do all of that. Let me stay soft. That was our job. Man, be so hard all the time. I was just so hard for no reason. I mean, I had my own reasons, but I'm encouraging you. If you that woman and you just hard, you don't even your demeanor just hard. Everybody is different, right? So if your demeanor is hard, your words is harsh, your face always frowning, check all that at the door. I'm gonna just tell you, I'm gonna save you a couple of years on your life and spread some good energy on you, because good vibes. For real. So I'm not getting out and opening your door. I will, however, lean over and unlock it or clear the seat. That'll be my part. But we should not have to make everything an issue, calling it a calling to equality. That's what's kind of getting a little irritating with everything. Everything is, we trying to level it out. We can't level out certain things. The role between a man and woman, I feel personally, that's something that you can't level out. Like, we all have certain things. And it'll never be a 50-50 situation. I don't believe that. You can bring 100 as an individual. The other person bring 100 as an individual. You share space. But the 50-50, when it comes to every single thing, even the fact that you can't bring up one thing without talking about putting everybody in it, Can we just separate some things for a minute? And with chivalry, I'm separating that. Men, is chivalry dead? Are you putting out seeds of chivalry? Are you opening doors? Are you being kind, or is it always a motive? Because you want to look at her while she walk by you. Yeah, I see you. No, I'm just playing. But no, seriously, like, are you doing that? So, if a woman don't know how to accept it, if you have time, do you ask why? That's why I asked them, like, have you ever been like, dang, you never had nobody open your door, or, just something in love to kind of spark it. Like, we need help. A lot of, women, young girls, anybody that you see, they don't have, an example. Everybody don't have an example. So if you have something to offer and you know that might make somebody day, don't just be cut off because one person didn't accept it. Because, it happened. Everybody's not in the accepting mood. So I can get it. I get it, though. So I was told you can show people how to treat you. And I don't think we exercise this as much because it's equated to changing a person. Like I said earlier, I'm going to hope that you already have it embedded in you how to be a gentleman, because no woman is interested in teaching a man. A lot of times that happens. That's a whole nother time, a whole nother show. But showing somebody how to treat you is just suggesting certain things that you desire that they may not be doing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Do you think there's something wrong with that? Suggesting like what you want, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is we think people are supposed to read minds, or we basing them off of their own experiences. If that's not what they do, but you looking for them to do it, that's where we go the opposite way, because that's what we're expecting. It doesn't work that way. Oh, they said we are trying to call in. It's not on? We got a missed call? 313-855-5737. Make sure you guys have the right number. But I know I stood by the door. It's saying missed call. I stood by the door one time. Try to call again. It's okay. Call again. Technology, it is what it is. And I opened, I stood and waited, for the guy to open the door. And then it was a second door. So I waited. And when we were leaving out, he said, you don't have to wait for me to open the door. Yes, I do, sir. Yes, I do. Now, because that's me. So we got a caller? Okay. Hi, welcome to the show. Who am I speaking with?
This is Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. How are you?
Right.
Awesome. Thank you for calling in. So what side are you on with this chivalry, ma'am?
So I don't necessarily believe that chivalry is dead.
Okay.
And I don't know if I necessarily believe that it's only for certain women either. Okay. But I do understand that concept, I guess I can say.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what part of it are you understanding when he says it's not for everyone? How are you?
I saw this concept on Facebook actually, where this guy he had a piece of cake in his hand, and his girlfriend had a piece of cake in her hand actually. And he was in the aisle, and there was another woman in the aisle, and he was just basically saying, "Ooh, that cake looks good." Mm-hmm. And everybody, he said that, like, when he was, like, saying it to the girl over... Now, of course, this was meant to be a joke.
Okay.
But as he was saying it to the girl who actually had the cake, the other girl who was in the line just assumed he was saying something, like, automatically negative towards her and reacted to him that way. So... they were basically just doing like a social experiment to show what men go through in the world when they're just trying to be nice, or when they're just, even though he wasn't trying to be nice.
Right.
But when they're just existing, let's just say.
Okay.
You know, so I kind of do understand and I'm just saying, I don't agree.
Oh, I get you. I'm following.
When some men say that, you know, it's not necessarily dead, but it's not for every woman. Because every woman is not receiving. So why, you know, what would even make me want to give it for an automatic rejection for somebody who doesn't feel like they're deserving? I don't deserve that attitude that's coming down.
Right. So that's good. That's good.
I mean, I get it.
That's real good. What does LaRon have to say about that? About Chivalry being dead?
Well, I'm sure he does not believe Chivalry is dead. He's the most chivalrous man around.
He's a gentleman.
But he is right. He is right here. I'm gonna pass the device over. He is here.
You know, I had a chance to. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for having me on the show.
Hey, LaRon, how you doing?
I'm well. I am chivalrous, but I'm in a different league. But I think Chivalry dead.
Oh,
he said he in a different league. Dang, you said it's dead?
I think it's dead.
Okay.
I think, you know why I say that? Because I think everybody has a stipulation on what chivalry is and how they should be treated, and they put those expectations on who they're courting or just people in general. And I don't think that courtesy is extending beyond getting something out of a relationship.
Wow. Okay. Well, then, that's an interesting take on that. I definitely spoke to that as well. Just it being received, but not knowing how to receive it. And is it just exclusive for the person that you're dating? If we're talking about common courtesy, opening the door. Now, of course, you ain't about to be running across the room to put nobody else's coat on or, things of that nature. But are you saying that it's dead because you don't see different men acting in that role, or the fact that it's not receiving from women?
Both, actually.
Okay.
Like the guy earlier said, that was nice. He opened the door for an elderly lady, but I don't see that happening. Like in general, outside, I don't see, men at the grocery store helping elderly ladies with their bags.
Yeah.
You see, things like that outside of just the regular. Oh, I want to impress this girl right now, just on our date. I think it's a lot of that going on, and I think for a lot of women, they have this idea of expectation that a lot of guys don't really know how to meet that expectation, and that communication falls short.
Wow, that's good. I thank you both so much for your call in. I'm glad you guys were able to tune in live. That was definitely some gems. Thank you for your opinion, your experience. That is what makes us coaches in this thing, experience. So again, I thank you guys so much for calling. Please join me next week, for something else dynamic, good conversation, good vibes, good motivation. So make sure you guys tune in next week. Thank you so much for your call.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Bye. Wow. See, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Bring the jewels, ma'am and sir. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. You too, Rod. Thank you for your opinion. Thank you. Thank you, Chef. Thank you for your opinion. Thank you. Thank you for all you guys' opinion, and we are wrapping this up. I just want to talk about 8 rules of chivalry that everyone should consider. Humility. Let's just talk about it. Never announce what you are. Just be. Just be. We don't have to come in like, the champ is here. Even though that's a real thing. You can say it quietly. Just do it with your look. But humility, simply behave as what you are. That's the flow I'm in. You hear me? So y'all see these changes coming through, honey. Just know I'm embracing every part of who I am. Just know that. And it's a beautiful thing because I'm every woman. So gratitude. The most intelligent response to life is gratitude. When I tell you I thank God for everything, literally. Thank you, I made it safe. Thank you, I woke up. Thank you for my eyeballs. Thank you. Thank you for my car. Thank you for my job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just thank you. Just say thank you. Sometimes that's it. I'm talking about 8 rules of chivalry that everyone should consider when it goes a little deeper than the eye. And it's not just about opening doors and all this kind of stuff. It's other things that build that groundwork. You know, that iceberg, when you can only see the top and you be like, oh, that ain't nothing. But down, deep down, it's dug up in there. This is what I'm talking about. Humility, gratitude, courage. You know, courage to speak up for yourself, to show up for yourself every day. Show up. Where you at? Justice. You know, having some type of cause, something that you fighting for, something you believe in, and not just going with the flow of any and everything, but just having something to stand on. Where your courage at? Where your justice? Generosity. We come with nothing and we will take nothing with us. So with that, just be a good steward over whatever you have. Discipline. Just make sure you take the time that you need to get done the things that you have planned for your life. If you know you are on a plan, a path to purpose, then plan it out and move expeditiously, but on purpose, intentionally. Don't just be out here roaming the streets. It's something for you to do. You have to consult with your Holy Spirit. Sit down in the quiet and figure that out. We have jobs and we have work. Jobs is what pay the bills, but your work is what's already innately in you. What is it that you're supposed to be doing? You better know it. Discipline. That's how you'll find that out. Taking those times. Taking that time to sit down, be quiet, and really listen. Faith. Whatever it is that you choose to lay your foundation on, that's going to make you a better person. Because one thing I am not interested in is fighting people about what they believe. Because whatever you're doing, people should see the fruit from it. I don't care what it is. You got people all over the world that's believing in thousands of different things. And at the end of the day, and the beginning, how is it helping you? If it's not helping you, do yourself a favor. Do some soul searching. Love is the end goal to everything. Okay, we can take this last caller. We got a couple minutes. Hi, you are my last caller of the evening. Welcome to the show. Who am I speaking with? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Huh?
Hello, hey. Hey, what's going on?
Hi, welcome to the show. Who am I speaking with?
This Louis Burnett.
Hi.
This Adrian. And,
oh, hey. Hey, guys. How you guys doing? Thank you so much for calling. I know my work buddies.
Oh, yeah, we doing. We just sitting here enjoying the conversation, enjoying the whole show.
Amen.
Wow. y'all got some topics. I love it.
Amen. Make sure you go and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get the notifications every Wednesday at 6 p.m. live. You can come and get this motivation, this encouragement, these good vibes. So how do you feel about chivalry? Do you think chivalry is dead?
I think to some people it is, and to others it's not. I mean, to me, it's not dead to me because I try my best to be a chivalrous person in regards to being a husband and a gentleman. But,
okay.
But one thing about that, I wasn't taught that as I was coming up.
Okay.
But it is one thing that taught me that how to be a gentleman, how to be a good husband to my wife. how to be there for her and when, in whatever times that she needs me.
So was that something that was self-taught, or that was just something that you learned on your own?
I can't say it was self-taught, but
just learn not on your own, but seeing other people doing it.
Right, that too, and also a tragic experience that I experienced. I lost my mother when I was 4 years old.
Okay.
So I really didn't. I knew she was my mom, but I really didn't get to know her as a woman.
Yeah.
And know her career. Didn't know if she's silly or not.
Yeah.
So that just, it automatically taught me, like, look, respect women.
Wow.
Love women. Treat them right. Because guess what? I won't want no one treating my mother that way. So
wow. Amen. That's what's up.
In ways that I want another man to treat my mother. So that's who built me, even though, loss of your mother, that's horrible.
Yeah.
But
that's what you got out of it.
Right.
That's some of the things you got out of it. That is amazing. So you plan to teach your son that same thing?